Because we build real estate, it takes time. And doing so in California takes a lot of time. So today we're having some of our investors in our Mar Vista project here for a brunch and walkthrough of some of the units. So really looking forward to seeing the investors' response and first impression of the Mar Vista investment. For Gen Z who's coming into the rental market right now, it's out there. My dad mentioned his first apartment rental was $300 a month. You're lucky to get into anything under $2,500 now. So the price tag is expensive. The thing that ultimately sold me on wanting to move forward on this project was what it offers for the entry-level renter into this market. So everything is rented to the room, it's not rented to the unit. So, me going back in my 20s when I tried to get my first place, I called 3 or 4 of my friends, we figured out how much money we had, and then we had to get somebody to qualify and somebody to jump on the lease. You don't have to do that anymore. Every lease is tied to a room, so if somebody has a situation where they can't pay rent anymore, it doesn't impact the rest of the tenants there. The second thing, and this was a big one, they come fully furnished, so that was a scramble for me to figure out how to fill out, especially my first home. It was a home and it was completely empty inside. And then third, the servicing option. You have a service option to clean the unit for you. This is gonna tell you a lot, but my first career, I was a pro skateboarder. I found myself into a 3-bedroom house. I had 7 of my friends in there, and if anybody went into the bathroom, I'm not sure you would have continued a relationship with me after. It was terrible. You don't have to worry about that now.
Hey, you guys went cheap on these TVs, man. That's the one disappointment, man. You gotta go 75 minimum.
Watch this, you ready? If this was the difference of an extra 10 grand back to you in your investment, would you forfeit that for a bigger TV?
I don't give a shit. The TVs need to be bigger.
Okay. All right. I'll keep.
I disagree with him. Personally, I disagree with him.
I would
That applies to every unit,
75
right?
or 80.
It applies to every unit. What happens if somebody just one night WWE and breaks somebody over the table? So nothing made it outside where the cameras are.
Again, you can ask him.
I said something out of line, and then next thing I know, I'm on the ground through the table.
So we would have roommate mediation, right? We would say, hey, obviously something happened. What happened, right? Like what went on? Typically somebody would say this is what happened. Like you shoved him, and then this is their situation. Or if nobody comes forward, we're gonna say, well, the table is broken. So the table is $1,000. So I'm gonna split it between 5 people, or 2 people, or 1 person. If somebody comes forward, somebody obviously comes forward though. Ultimately,
yeah. Usually, if you're not involved, you don't
and
want to pay for it.
And if not, all 5 people get charged because it's in the lease.
Walking P-Rod, Sean, Mike Mo, and Mike through the property, it brought me back to the beginning of Commune. In the beginning I had no investors. And so I looked out to my friends and said, this is what I want to do. And it was a small apartment, was the very first one. Fast forward today, we have over 600 investors. So it's a lot different today, but it was really cool being able to take them who would have been renters, like we would have rented units together as kids when we were skaters, to then get them to show them an investment that we made. It was pretty cool. It was definitely like a full circle moment from childhood to, doing adult things like investing in apartment buildings. It was rad. So this project has been now years in the making. We're now on the lease up phase of this. And so we have a handful of projects that we are looking at closing. If you are liking what you're seeing, you want more information to potentially invest with us so that you can invest in real estate without having to do the work, I'm gonna have a link below that you can opt into, and we will send information to see if we might be a good partner for one another.